Hey church family, Casey here with another Tuesday Tune-In. Hey, before we jump into scripture, I want to share some never before seen footage of God performing the miracle of providing water from the rock. So enjoy.
Behold, the Lord brings water from the rock.
Anyway, I really don't think that's accurate. Amusing, but definitely not accurate. What is accurate is what's in here. So let's read it so we get a little bit more of a truth about what happened there. So the Israelites were camping in the wilderness of Sin, and they moved from place to place and camped at Rephidim, but there was no water there. And so the people started to complain against Moses. And with that, they are also complaining against God, putting God to the test. They were complaining and moaning that, why are you trying to bring us here to kill us of thirst, our children and our livestock? All of us are going to die from thirst. And then Moses cried out and he said, what should I do with these people? They're about ready to stone me. And so God told him to go out in front of the people with the staff that he used to strike the Nile River in Egypt, and bring some elders along and go to this rock that God's going to go there before him, and he's going to strike it, and God is going to provide water for everyone to drink. And God performed this miracle. And what was amazing was that the water came gushing out. This last Sunday, as I was preaching this sermon, and one of the points that stuck out was just the two types of stones that are in this specific story. Moses says that the people are ready to stone me, in the sense that like, the people are ready to kill Moses. They're ready to put an end to whatever it is that's happening. And so the stone very much represents death and sin and brokenness and corruption and the hurt and pain and anguish that the people of Israel are feeling. And then we find that God then brings Moses to a stone, the people to this stone of water, of life that's just gushing and just bursting and showing the Israelites once again that he is their God who is faithful. He provided them the quail and the manna, and he's also provided them water from a rock. And that is encouraging. And it's amazing to me to think that in situations in our life, or things we walk through, or places we've been, things might look dry. Things might look like nothing good could ever come from it. How can God make this into something that is for his purpose? And I'm telling you that if God can make water come from a rock, he can make amazing things happen from wherever it is that you are going through right now. And so I'm praying for all of you to be encouraged by this, that if you are in this place where you're feeling anguish and torment like the Israelites, and you're wondering if God is even there, I'm telling you that God is present with you. God is with you. And the living water, Jesus, is right there with you. He loves you and wants you to pursue him and seek his will above anything else. Because God wanted the Israelites to see him, to know him, because he sees them and knows them, and they are his people. God knows you, and you are his people too, if you believe in Jesus, the solid rock we stand on. So be encouraged this week. I apologize for my funny videos that I post on these, but I just love doing it and having fun, just coming up with ways to share God's story. But with that, I just been praying that you find encouragement from these stories and find yourself in these situations where you're wandering around in the wilderness, wondering what God's up to. Well, I'm praying for you, and know if you need help or support or encouragement or any sort of spiritual guidance, let me know. Reach out to me. I'd love to sit down with you, get to know you, and pray with you, talk to you about what God's doing. But with that, I have a few announcements. This week, we have our Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. We have also our Wednesday night Bible study. We are going through the book of Ephesians. It's going to be incredible. Last week was amazing. We got to talk about just how in the first few verses of chapter 1 of Ephesians, Paul just lists all of these spiritual blessings when we are united with Christ. And this letter is just an amazing development of Paul's theology and Paul's story and Paul's belief in who Jesus is. So I encourage you to come. It's welcome to everybody. There's dinner at 6 o'clock, then the study starts at 6:30. And then on Sunday, we have church at 9 a.m. and we have church on the street at 6 o'clock. And then Monday is our prayer time, playtime. Love to have you come. If you're a parent and have your kids or don't have your kids and just want to come and hang out with some other parents, please come. It's an awesome time of fellowship and kids get to play. There's some snacks and just sharing our prayer requests and talking with one another. Hey, sorry, interjecting here. I also forgot to mention that on Monday nights at 6 o'clock at the men's house is our men's Bible study at 642 West 4th Avenue. And Brent's finishing up his teaching on Matthew, and he's going to be going into Revelation. So if you want to come and join a great study at a men's Bible study, we're having that too. So don't want to forget to mention that. But that's all we got going on this week. Thanks for tuning in, and God bless.